It's no longer Valentine's Day. I didn't even get to show. I bought this and I didn't even have it in the video. Love each moment. They didn't want to say like it's your last because that would be kind of depressing. Bonjour mes amis, je suis Marisha. No wait, they don't even say it like that. Today we are going to make le macaron en bleu. So please, for all that are super confused about the difference between a macaron and a macaroon, allow for me to explain it to you right here. Bonjour, friend. What is friend in bonjour? I am here to explain to you, the person who may need it, what the difference between a macaron and a macaroon is. The macaron is French. Okay, français. They both are a cookie. One of them is super delicate, crunchy on the outside and chewy on the inside, usually with a filling like a sandwich type of cookie. The other is a coconut mound cookie, which I don't really too much care for. They both start out with egg whites, except one gets coconut and then the other gets almond flour. They look totally different. They don't even look like friends. This is how you eat a macaroon. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'll take a macaroon. Delicious. This is how you eat a macaron. Oh my goodness, you're giving this to me. Did I ever tell you that I love you? Thank you. Whoa. I'm not about to be eating it. So now that we've got the difference between the macaroon and the macaron, I'm going to show you guys how to make beautiful, delicate macarons, and they are just so gorgeous. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. It's definitely still free. Press on the notification bell and then le beau subscribe bell. We can get started. Okay, Kitchenaidistas, here are all the ingredients that I'm going to be using to make my macarons. Almond flour, egg whites, vanilla extract, confectioner sugar, granulated sugar, cream of tartar. Now first off, we have to make sure that all of the tools that we use to whip up our egg whites are grease free. To do that, we are going to either take a lemon or some vinegar, put that on a paper towel, and wipe the bowl and the attachment completely clean. In my mixing bowl, I'm going to add my egg whites and cream of tartar. Now it is so important that your egg whites are room temperature. When they are room temperature, the protein strands are nice and loose and relaxed and ready to incorporate all the air that it needs to make it all nice and fluffy. And the cream of tartar is going to help out this process. So once I get a somewhat soft peak, I'm going to add my granulated sugar a little bit at a time. And then I'm going to continue to let that whip up for a couple of minutes until I reach a stiff peak. Also add your vanilla extract. In the meanwhile, let's move on to our dry ingredients. I'm going to take a large mixing bowl and a mesh sifter, and I'm going to put my almond flour and my confectioner sugar into the sifter and sift it a little bit at a time. Now for this, you're also going to want to use finely ground almond flour. And I'll actually leave the link to the exact almond flour that I'm using in this recipe down below. Whatever is left in the sifter, toss it away. You can clearly see that the granules of almond left in the sifter are much larger than the flour that we have in the bowl. So that will definitely weigh down our macarons and we can consider it trash. Now our egg whites are reaching a beautiful stiff peak. It is very easy to tell a stiff peak. You'll just pull away your attachment and the peak should hold. Another way to tell it is you can actually flip your bowl upside down and nothing should move. You see that peak in the center just holding on? Nothing is going to shake that peak. So I'm going to add 1 drop of the dye that I want to use, which is a blue. It's like a neutral blue. It's very pretty. And then I'm going to just take about a ½ cup of my flour mixture, flour and confectioner sugar, and start to fold that into my egg whites. We're going to do this gradually until we have added all of our flour mixture. Now the folding method would be to take a rubber spatula or a wooden spoon like the one that I have, go around the bowl and then cut down the center. You don't want to go too fast. You don't want to whip anything. The point here is to not deflate the egg whites too much, and to also get everything evenly incorporated. So I'm cutting, I'm folding, I'm scraping, going around the bowl, cutting, folding, scraping, cutting in the center. The consistency that you're looking for honestly is somewhat up to the kind of cookie that you want to create. For a flatter cookie, keep folding until you get a thinner batter. I like higher macarons, so I'm going to keep it somewhat thick, but you definitely want to be able to drizzle some of that batter off of your spoon. If you want a thinner one, just keep on folding that batter together about 10 or 15 more times until you get a nice drizzled consistency. Once you're ready, you're going to put your macaron mix into a piping bag with a large tube tip. The one that I used, the piping tip, I think was too small. However, this will work for now. So I also made my own template. You can use whatever small circles that you have and just trace it onto paper. You can also head online and find a macaron template and print that out. I actually used the plastic part of a K-cup. On top of your template, you would put parchment paper or a silicone mat, which is definitely preferred for this recipe. So you just want to pipe, adding even amounts of pressure. Once again, the piping tip makes a large difference. Mine is too small, so you can see little ripples and ruffles in that, but we're also going to tap this to knock out all of the air. I tapped mine about 10 times. You'll see the batter begin to settle, begin to smooth out a little bit, and then when that happens, you can also take a wet fingertip and tap off any peaks that you see. At this stage, just let it sit for at least 30 minutes or until it is dry to the touch. Then you're going to bake your delicious macarons for about 10 minutes. Let them sit when they come out of the oven just for about 5 minutes or so till they are easy to peel off of the silicone mat. Now you can make whatever filling that you like. I'm just using a standard vanilla buttercream. I have a video for that as well. I'm putting that in a piping bag with a large round tip, and I'm just going to fill the centers. Fill all of your delicious macaron cookies with whatever you would like. Get creative. You can do chocolate, vanilla, cinnamon, Nutella. You can also add different extracts and flavorings to your cookie batter as well. And that is how to make a macaron. Can you see how tall mine look? They kind of are puffy. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this ooh la la macaron cookie. Now let me show you how I decorated this gorgeous birthday cake. Couture and macaron cookies. Bye guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that if you were confused or kind of weary about making macarons, just know that it's definitely easier than it seems. There aren't too many steps to making macarons. It's just that the few steps that there are somewhat technical. Like, you have to be very precise with them. You have to pay attention and, you know, be alert, be on the lookout for stuff. I'm actually gonna make some keto ones because I'm tired of looking at them. They look amazing and not being able to eat them. Click somewhere beside me to subscribe to this channel and my OMG Foodie channel. You can also click on a previous video. So I'm gonna take my erythritol and get to baking. I did do some snowman macarons, so that's a fun little option. I'll leave those down there too if you like to check that out. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, Kicknistas. Macaron. Ooh la la. Ooh la la.